hello there, Bonami. The moss balls sure look tasty today. Stop it! Don't characterize me as someone who lives off moss balls. And here's some chance time. Huh? What's that? Now then, Bonami appeal time starts now. Huh? Appeal time? Your kind-hearted big brother is gonna give you the chance to reclaim your honor. Good luck! Show those jerks who treat you like a red-headed stepchild who's boss. Nah, that's 99% your fault. Well, while you're whining, your time's already ready to go. So please make sure to make your appeal simple. About 3,000 words or so. It's too long. I think it's be a boring appeal. Come on, if your appeal is successful, there might be merchandise opportunity heading your way. Then I'm Usami, magical miracle girl. Usami. I'm an itty bitty girl who's sweet like milk. That's disgusting. Milk is not fucking sweet. Jeez, and I thought a certain robot's little sister was supposed to be here best. Wait, what? I feel like it's a reference to something and I don't know the reference.
What a disappointment!
Who are you talking about? I have no clue whatsoever. This bitch says she was sweet like milk. I don't know if y'all ever had a glass of milk before. Unless you had like something like chocolate milk or strawberry milk, but for her sake, I'm almost certain she's talking about white milk. Milk is not sweet whatsoever. Like, at all. It's funny because I just saved as soon as I started this recording again. We ain't gotta talk about that. Trial resume.
I'm Monami. Once again, I've been put in such an unreasonable situation. Seriously, he's like the king of unreasonableness. Why did it turn out like this? We were supposed to have a fun, friendly school trip, but it turned out all bloody instead. No! This definitely cannot be allowed. That's why I want you to remember this. Everyone, do your very best. Don't lose to yourself. And don't forget to save frequently.
The reason the killer did an imitation murder is the reason other than falsifying a murder sequence? Does something like that even exist?
It suddenly got quiet in here. Did I confuse you? If so, I wish I could die from self-loathing.
Man, this again.
If that's the case, it would have been just dandy if they had gone ahead and killed me too. If that happened, the invitation would have been perfect. So why didn't they do that?
I'm not ready to see a dismembered motherfucker.
It's against the rules to kill 3 people in the first place.
That rule is too harsh. I couldn't get killed because of that.
He is the first nigga I've ever met to be upset that he didn't get killed. Actually, no, I seen Sword Art Online alternate GGO and Pito was upset she wasn't in SAO neither, so... Second. You're the second person I've met who's been upset that they didn't get killed.
Seriously, just shut up already! Shut up forever!
Why would you tell him that?
But I'm thinking about it again, and he's totally right. It feels incomplete.
Because they didn't kill 3 people like the movie did? That's only because of Monokuma's rule.
It's not just that. Come on, try to remember the content of the movie. About the lion that got killed second.
That's the one Hyoko's body was imitating, right?
Even though we're calling it an imitation, the lion was actually pinned by arrows, right?
Yeah.
But Hyoko's body was suspended by common household duct tape.
I don't think I'd be ready to see her all pinned up like that.
Maybe they just used a common substitute because it was too difficult to imitate the arrows.
Well, that's probably it, but that attitude is what makes this feel incomplete. If falsifying the murder sequence was the killer's plan from the very beginning, they should have taken steps to properly imitate it.
But if we never realized it was a half-assed imitation, their entire plan would have been completely useless.
What are you trying to say? Are you saying the imitation wasn't planned?
I'm saying, Hyoko's murder wasn't.
What? Well, that's something. Hyoko's murder wasn't planned?
I understand that imitation wasn't enough, but aren't you making a bunch of assumptions?
it's not just the poor imitation. There are also other strange details.
Strange details? Like what?
Like, for example, why did Hiyoko go to the music venue?
Why did Hiyoko go to the music
So,
venue?
you're saying the truth behind Hyoko's murder is hidden?
I have no freaking clue what you're trying to say.
However, this is getting quite interesting. My four dark devas of destruction are getting riled up.
Why Hiyoko went to the music venue? That's the key to all of this. I need to find that out, no matter the cost. Alright.
Why did
Oh,
Hiyoko
God.
go to the music venue?
You're not telling me nothing.
There's no
Cool.
way we'd know that!
Maybe the killer summoned her.
If that's not it, maybe she got abducted by the killer.
No, maybe. She went of her own free will.
She was guided by the will of causality.
I need to find out why Hiyoko left the music venue first. Okay, I got it.
Go to the music. There's no way we could.
Maybe the killer.
If that's not. Maybe she got a. No,
She went of her own free will.
That's
I
correct.
agree with that.
But she did have a key on her. If she was abducted, why would she have a key on her?
It's just as Sonia said. She went to the music venue of her own free will.
So, exactly as I assumed.
If no one called for her, then why did she go?
Hiyoko locked herself in her room because she was being overly cautious of the despair disease, you know? I don't think a person like that would leave their room just because someone called for them.
There's no way she got abducted?
Hyoko locked the room she was staying in before she went out.
If she was forcibly taken from her room, there's no way she would have had time to lock it.
The killer could have locked her door, right? Just to hide the fact Hiyoko got abducted.
Then they couldn't have hidden her room key that deep in her kimono. They would have put it somewhere more obvious. Otherwise, there's no point in messing with the crime scene if nobody finds the key. At the time, you were the one who actually took out the key, right? Then something like that.
I won't lose.
Wait, hang on. What's going on? Excuse me? Pardon me?
Are you saying my gut was wrong? This could be my first and last highlight of the day. Why won't you just let me shine already?
No, that's not the issue.
Shut up! Enough with your fancy talk. I'll shut you up right now.
This shouldn't take long. This is the same person who said the more empty-headed you are, the more dreams you could have. Oh, time for a nightmare. I don't know any of these. Oh, I didn't know I could actually do this. Candle, smudge on the floor, Mikon's account. Lens monitor, Fujiko's account, Sonia's account.
Hiyoko
There.
was locked inside her room, right? She definitely got abducted or something. The killer forced their way into Hiyoko's room and forcibly abducted her. The girl is so small and weak looking. And that's why the killer targeted her.
That.
But Hiyoko's room was locked. The key was deep inside her kimono, remember? It's more likely that Hiyoko locked the door herself.
The killer was the one who locked the door. So what if the key was in her kimono? Maybe the killer just put it there later.
There's no
Two
reason for the
advances?
killer to put the key in Hiyoko's kimono. The killer probably didn't realize she even had the key.
Hold on. Try remembering Hiyoko's body. Her kimono was all messed up.
Wait, what?
Crap.
Okay.
Hold on. Try remembering Hiyoko's body.
I thought it
Her
was more than
kimono
that.
was all messed. There's only one reason her kimono would be that messed up. She fought the killer.
Allow
There
me
we
to cut
go.
through those words.
Let me throw me off sometimes. When there's more than one
The
answer.
reason Hiyoko's kimono was messed up was because she wasn't able to properly wear it.
Wear her kimono?
Yeah, it's also the reason why she decided to go out on her own.
Hiyoko seemed to be really struggling with wearing her kimono. I believe that was one of the reasons she locked herself in her room. That is why I informed her. I told her that there was a full-length mirror at the music venue, and I suggested that she use it.
Then the reason her kimono was messed up wasn't because she fought the killer.
Yeah, she went to the venue on her own just to fix her messed up kimono.
I get it. I lost. Boil me, burn me, take off my clothes. Do whatever you want to me.
Hang on, you are something else. You know that? You ain't gotta embrace the loss.
Hajime, now's your chance. Make her admit defeat. Or better yet, make her do a little something.
Hell.
Then,
no.
the killer probably couldn't have assumed that Hiyoko would go to the music venue.
Though that may not apply to Sonia, since she provided Hiyoko with that information.
Though I knew she would go there, there is no way I could have predicted when she would arrive.
Don't go doubting Miss Sonia, you cretin. I'll put you and your hamster 6 feet under.
Keep going with that alternate simp trait you got, my guy.
Kazuichi, it seems you have quite the fashion sense. Do you want me to incinerate your clothes? Perhaps I could do that while you're wearing them.
Gundam, please stop! For his sake.
She don't even fuck with you. She's like, damn, he's really gonna fuck this guy up.
What do you mean, for my sake?
Kazuichi, I hate to break it to you. You look like you don't throw hands, bruh.
Of course. I've already overlooked no less than 10 opportunities to kill you.
Even if the killer couldn't predict it, why did Hiyoko get killed in the music venue?
The only thing I can think of is, it was an unfortunate coincidence.
A series of unfortunate... What the fuck was that show called? I wanted to say a series of unfortunate accidents. That's not what it's called, but it'll ring back to me.
Coincidence?
A series of unfortunate events. That's what it was.
When she went to the venue by herself, she was probably just unlucky and walked in on the crime scene.
Little pig.
She was killed so there wouldn't be any loose ends?
It probably happened when the killer was preparing to kill Ibuki. The killer most likely had already placed the hemp bag over her head, and without hesitation,
killed Hiyoko.
Bitch had it coming.
Because the killer used that coincidence for their crime, it made this case even trickier.
That's the reason they imitated the movie to falsify the murder sequence.
Which means that low-down scoundrel didn't plan on committing imitation murders at first.
Then what was the killer actually planning to do? They've been cunning this far. There's no way they'd kill Ibuki without a plan. Do you have any ideas?
Damn, we don't know the most important part.
Killer's plan from the beginning. I'm pretty sure we're very, very close. Oh, this nigga Nagito knows something.
Any ideas?
Hey, how long are you gonna stay quiet?
You told him to shut up forever, you dick.
Am I allowed to speak? I'm so happy I'm getting goosebumps. Everyone actually needs help from scum like me.
So what do you think?
I was thinking about it while I had my mouth shut. But now I'm finally able to come to a conclusion. Ibuki definitely didn't commit suicide.
Oh?
What are you talking about?
I thought there might be a possibility that she faked her death and tampered with the crime scene. But now I remember, there was blood on Ibuki's slippers. So if she faked her death and walked around the music venue tampering with the crime scene,
There would be blood prints everywhere in the form of her slippers, right?
there'd be bloody footprints left in various places throughout the venue. So that's why I think there's no way she faked her death. There's no way Ibuki committed suicide.
You know, we already finished talking about that a while ago.
Damn, he's not wrong.
Really? That's annoying. I guess I should just awkwardly laugh about it then.
Are you freaking kidding me? There's no limit to how useless you can be.
Hang on, Kazuiki. Hang on. This nigga ain't cute. This nigga spit sometimes, alright? We be stuck. This nigga got all the answers out the blue. You don't even know where he got them from. This nigga's dangerous. No. Wait a minute. If Ibuki had blood on her feet, there'd be footprints all over the place if she kept walking around.
That's very strange.
This is strange? What's strange?
I see. It's not something we finished talking about. Those footprints. There's still an important clue left that we completely overlooked. Just as Nagito said, if she had blood on her feet, she would have left footprints. Then why? Why weren't there any footprints on the step ladder, right? Yeah.
I can prove it with this.
Yeah, that shit was clean, Chief.
If Ibuki used the stepladder to hang herself, it's strange that there weren't any footprints on it.
Huh? There weren't?
Yeah, that stepladder was completely clean. No footprints or bloodstains at all.
You noticed such a small detail! How amazing! This is truly the talent of a chosen ultimate!
What are you talking about? You were obviously leading us to this. That's why you brought in the suicide topic after all this time. This is why you don't shut my nigga Nagito up. This nigga be spitting. He knows shit. Think about it. This nigga was gone for the entire time, and then came in and learned a little bit about the situation. We're like, oh, bet. I know some shit you don't. Nagito Komade, you're definitely someone I shouldn't underestimate.
Didn't you say you saw that video of Ibuki climbing the stepladder? Then I think there's no doubt that she really did climb it.
Unless there was something funny about that video.
I see. So there was some kind of trick arranged in that video,
But that's something only Hajime would know, since he's the only one who saw that video.
So, just as I thought, it comes down to that. The mystery surrounding this incident is contained in that video, and whether or not we can reach that hidden truth, it's all up to me.
Hajime, I leave it in your hands.
Do you ever not leave it in my hands?
As long as I leave this to you, I won't tell you to do your best, but oh well. You should get started already.
Yeah, I'll definitely try.
There was a hidden clue in that video. I should have seen something strange as I watched it. I'm the only one who can clear that up. I'm the only one who actually saw that video. So I'm the only one who can do this. The hanging video that I saw, based on everything I know from the debates thus far, I should be able to figure out what's strange. Would it happen to be this? Black girl in the background, huh?
Damn it!
Wait. Would it be... I'm confused. The hospital gown, based on what I saw in the video.
Damn it!
Wait. What about the light then? Actually...
Here!
Steps do. Okay, I'm confused. Put me on game.
That's right, I remember now. There was definitely something strange about that video.
Put me on game, Hajime. What did I
Can you
miss?
explain it to us?
What's strange is that stepladder I mentioned earlier. It's true that the steps of that stepladder weren't dirty, but on one side, there was a bloodstain, right on the left side of the stepladder. However, that contradicts the video I saw at the hospital.
It wasn't there beforehand.
There weren't any bloodstains on the stepladder in the video. It was completely clean.
That is truly strange. If the video showed the moment of Ibuki's death, then Hiyoko should have already been dead by that point.
Even so, the fact is the stepladder had blood on it at the actual crime scene. But the stepladder in the video was completely bloodless.
And there's no way the video was recorded in advance. If that's the case, the only thing I can think of is...
It's possible those two stepladders were completely different.
Wait, are you saying there were two stepladders?
But where would you find another stepladder? There was only one stepladder in the music venue.
Then one of the stepladders was somewhere other than the music venue.
What do you mean?
You're suggesting that the stepladder in the video isn't the only thing that's different. Am I right? That's amazing, Chiaki! All that gaming has given you incredible deduction skills. Is it okay to say that?
What are you two talking about?
The stepladder is the only thing different, huh? Shaki said that the stepladder was at a different place, but if that's the case, if that's the case, the thing that's different between the video and the actual scene of the crime is the thing that is that thing. The place where the killer did something. Hang on, put me on there. Hang on, oh fuck, here we go. Wait, what? I'm so confused. What's the difference between the video I saw and the actual crime scene? guessing. Don't start with an L. F. Nope. Guessing. I. Is the next letter N? Nope. Is the next letter G? No. It's L. Phil. Another. Okay. Filming location. There we go. Okay, hang on. There's so much shit happening. Oh, I can slow down for no reason. Ah, I needed that. L-O-C-A. T. I. Come on. Oh. I'm getting an F for 500, Chief. Oh, come on. This is not God's plan. That's crazy. That's crazy. Boom.
I got it!
Took me a second, but we got it.
That's right. Besides the stepladder, the filming location must have been different too.
What do you mean?
I mean, the video I saw was not filmed at the music venue. It was filmed somewhere else.
But the hospital monitor is supposed to display footage captured by the music venue camera, you know?
Then, there's a possibility that the killer also tampered with the surveillance camera unit.
One of the shows that they filmed the video at the music venue instead of somewhere else. What did the killer do to the surveillance camera unit? There we go. Back on logic dive, boys. Let's go. I got like half health. Let's get it popping. Let's get our Tony Hawk on real quick. Get our Pro Skater on. Also, real quick, did they ever say? I'm trying to remember if somebody said something about Tony Hawk Pro Skater getting remade. Damn, this is the year of the remasters. That's what this is. Fucking SpongeBob coming out next month, I think. Which part is the surveillance camera unit that the killer tampered with? Both. I would have to say both. Please let me be right. I'm right, right? Ah, you bitch! Okay, the camera. Alright. Alright, I'll admit I'm wrong. The camera. Should have paid attention. Oh, fuck. Trying to be saucy and I was about to fuck around and die. Let's not. Anybody else dizzy yet? Let me know. Let me know if y'all start getting dizzy. Oh, too fast. Too fast. Too fast. Hajime. Hajime Hinata. Too fucking fast. Hajime! I was fucking zooming down this bitch. That's crazy. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. That was dope, but I'm mad fucking dizzy. The killer tab with the camera at the music venue or the hospital. Music venue. Has to be, right? Because we had the camera at the hospital. Yeah. Good shit. Like I said, let me know when y'all start getting dizzy, Chief. Because I'm not going to lie. I'm there. I'm big time there. I'm moving too fast. Either that or I'm turning too late. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. My head is kind of fucked up right now from doing that. I'm not even gonna hold y'all. Let's go. Round 3. What did the killer do with the camera for the music venue? Took it with him. You told me someone got the talent of Kazuichi? Fuck that. Alright, we failed twice, but we
It's all
got it.
coming together. That's it. The killer just brought the camera from the music venue. With it, they made me think it was a live feed from the venue, when it was actually from somewhere else.
Then only the monitor was left in the music venue?
Yes, at least when I first discovered Ibuki's body. But when Hyoko's body appeared, the killer probably put the camera back too.
That means you should have realized that from the start and made this easier on all of us.
I'm sorry, Kane. I didn't hear you. Oh, I'm sorry, Kane. I didn't notice you because you weren't being helpful to the
He
conversation.
did discover the body. I doubt his attention was focused on the camera.
Well, that's true, but in order to hide that the camera was missing, the killer did one more thing to the remaining monitor.
And then the killer did to the remaining monitor.
I
Man,
see.
they destroyed that bitch.
The killer smashed the monitor to pieces, destroying it. As long as it was in pieces, you wouldn't be able to tell if the camera was actually there or not. My attention was so focused on the body that even I couldn't have noticed something like that.
And the moment Hajime left the music venue, the killer put back the camera they took.
And they destroyed it and left that in pieces as well.
It's easy to say it was filmed somewhere else, but the surveillance camera's connection wasn't that strong.
Despite Kazuichi's desperate repair efforts, it seems it could not transmit from the hospital to the motel.
The fact that it was able to connect between the hospital and the music venue is amazing enough.
Which means even if it was filmed in another place, as long as it was transmitted to the hospital, the range would be pretty limited. If that's the case, where was the video filmed to make it look like it was filmed in a music venue? The only possibility is that place inside that building. Fuck. Another Hangman's Gambit. Fuck. I don't... Okay, so I know the next part is room. I know it. Thank you, Kiyaki. Can I get an O? Can I get an N? Let me get this F. You son of a bitch. Let me get this up. Alright. Can I get an R, please? I don't know why the fuck I did that dumbass shit, but hey. Can I get an R? Why am I fighting this hard for an R? Unless I can't spell. I can't, that's why. That's clearly the reason why. My spelling ain't shit. Okay, now can I get an R? I'm gonna let that bitch go. There we go. Okay, touch that fucking O. Give me the E. Give me the E. There we go. E. Let me get this N popping. Let me get another C. You knew what you said. I don't like that. C. Ah! I'm gonna hold this there. I got an E. Fuck! I did not mean to do that. Oh my god. Nigga, I am not winning right now. Bitch. Aura. Keep that. Let me get this O. Let me get this O. There it is. Conference room, baby!
I got it!
Man, I suck ass at this.
It's possible that it was filmed at the hospital's conference room.
Huh? Conference room?
But the hospital and the music venue look completely different.
That's exactly why the killer did something to make those two places resemble each other.
To make the conference room look like the music venue, the killer went ahead and did some work. I gotta make clear what that work was. Let's go. Still in his voice. Okay.
There's no way the conference room and the music venue look the same.
Which place resembled the other? Did the conference room look like the music venue? Or did the music venue look like the conference room?
Oh, fuck.
Or did they make some kind of set?
Oh, I just thought that was it. I'm tripping. I fucked that up. I cannot lose here.
There's no way the conference and the music venue.
Which place resembled? Did the conference room look like the music venue?
Okay, I'm jumping the gun. I'm jumping the gun all the way. Chill.
There's no way the conference room and the music venue.
Which place resembled? Did the conference room look like the music venue? Or did the music venue look like the conference room?
Or did they make some kind of set?
He might have tampered with the camera.
I still can't believe he mixed up the filming locations. Hajime, you're pretty stupid.
Yeah, show it to me. In order to make the hospital conference room resemble the music venue, what did the killer do? I should figure that out first.
There's no way the conference room and the music venue.
Which place resembled? Did the conference room look like the music? Or did the music venue look like the conference room?
There it
That
is.
must be it.
I said that shit backwards. Even though I feel like it made more sense backwards.
What the killer did was make the music venue, the crime scene, look like the conference room.
Never fucking mind. I kind of forgot what happened in the music venue that
He did
fast.
that by using the black curtain hanging at the back of the stage.
From what I remember, there used to be a really flashy curtain. It somehow became a plain black curtain that didn't seem to be the right size.
That's right! It's so half-assed, just like Monami.
That's
Oh
crazy.
yeah? Well, your face looks stupid.
Monami was definitely that person in school. Monami could easily be that person in school who don't know how to
That curtain
roast.
was hung so the music venue would look like the conference room?
In actuality, even though the curtain in the conference room doesn't stand out, it is a black light-blocking curtain that's long enough to reach the floor.
I see. The conference room. Indeed, the floor of that room is the same color as the music venue stage. So the killer chose the conference room because they realized the floor matched.
Matching floors, matching curtains. I guess it makes sense you'd mistake the two.
But that's not all. There should be something else the killer did to tamper with the evidence. Probably.
Something else that the killer did to make the music venue look like the concert room. It's gotta be that. What else did you do? I found on stage. Oh, look at this,
I
right?
can prove it with this.
Let's go. We still in this void on a
Referring to
sliver
the
of
candle
hell.
in the music venue, right? In the video I saw, a candle was used for lighting. But if you think about it, it's pretty strange.
Facts, that shit got tiki torches and whatnot, bro. That should be
The
lit the
music
fuck
venue
up.
has good lighting, so there's no reason to even use candlelight.
But wouldn't they have done it to make it feel creepier?
What the fuck creepy gotta do with it if you're murdering somebody? Bitch, I'm not here to fucking tell, I'm not fucking here to show you a fucking goosebump book IRL. I'm here to murder a motherfucker and get the hell out of here. Fuck atmosphere.
That might have been another reason, but the main reason was probably to tamper with evidence. The lighting in the conference room and the music venue are so different. They couldn't be used during filming. That's why the killer used a candle as film lighting instead.
Which means... Are you saying the candle in the music venue wasn't actually used?
That candle was likely placed there just to make me think it was the same candle that was used in the video.
Oh, somebody is methodical about their
With
actions.
candlelight, you can't see things in that much detail. Maybe they were going for that effect. With that cheap-ass camera, It won't capture much in a dark area.
As long as this all matches up, it should be no problem to say this is decided. The video I saw wasn't filmed at the music venue. It was actually filmed at the hospital conference room.
If I'd found proof that evidence in the conference room was altered, we would have reached an answer sooner. But it appears the killer already covered that up, so I didn't find anything when I went there.
But there's no mistake. That's the only place within the connection range of the surveillance camera.
The motel would have been too far, and the interior design of the movie theater is too distinctive.
But this must be a surprising turn of events for Hajime. You never suspected that the video you saw in the hospital was being filmed in the conference room.
The incident isn't happening at the scene of a crime. It's occurring in the conference room.
I feel like I heard Bayside Cops say that before, but isn't it the other way around?
If Ibuki's hanging video was filmed at the hospital's conference room, then was Ibuki killed at the conference room too?
No, that's not possible.
Facts. Because that means how the hell would they have gotten there to
Right
the
after Hajime saw that video, he discovered Ibuki's body at the music venue.
Unless a motherfucker over here knows instant transmission, ain't no way. That video was filmed in the conference room, but Ibuki's body was in the music venue. Which means there was a fake somewhere. That fake must have been wait, what? Which means there was a fake somewhere. The fake must have been Ibuki. No! Okay, there's no doubt that was the real Ibuki. I'm tripping. No. I see it now. I was confused by the question. Conference room.
The person wearing the hint bag in that video wasn't Ibuki. It was the killer pretending to be Ibuki. The killer put on a hospital gown, wore a hint bag on their head, and was only pretending to be the victim.
By that time, the real Ibuki must have already been killed.
The actual time of death must have been earlier. Probably around midnight or dawn to avoid witnesses.
If they took Ibuki from the music venue to the hospital to kill her, there's no way it happened during the day.
Somebody would have seen it. So that's what happened. Then no matter how quickly I ran, it was impossible to rescue Ibuki. At that moment, I was already in the killer's trap. And the one who set the trap up for me was...
But why did the killer go to the trouble of making a fake video just so Hajime could go to the crime scene?
The reason the killer made a fake video. There's only one possibility I can think of. And if I examine that possibility thoroughly, then naturally the killer's identity will reveal itself.
Huh?
You fiend! Are you saying you already know who the killer is?
That's right. I should already know. I should have already known who the killer is. So, our evidence so far is someone who was able to get to the conference room during the morning time in order to create this video. Well, as you see, the only people in the hospital at the time were Akane, Nagito, Hajime, and Mikan. Two people were sick. One person seen the video and dipped. That only leaves one other person. So, what do you got to say about it, Mikan?
You're the only one! Mikan, you're the killer, aren't you?
What are you talking about?
Like I said, aren't you the killer who murdered Ibuki and Hyoko?
Killer? Huh? I'm the killer? What is this?
Hey, don't you think that's kinda impossible?
Explain
a
your
chick like
point.
her as the killer? She couldn't even kill a fly. In fact, the fly would probably kill her first.
She's right! A clumsy slowpoke like me killing someone? That's completely out of the question!
But we're the only ones. Thanks to that video, we're the only ones who have the advantage of an alibi.
An alibi? Was that the killer's goal?
Now that you mention it, you guys brought that up earlier. Only Hajime and Mikan have an alibi.
It's just a coincidence!
Then who the hell else would it have been then? Somebody else would have had... That means if that's the case, we have two sick people who can't do all of that. We have one person who dipped from the hospital to prevent what they assumed was a murder, and then we had you who was already going up there to that floor to go take a rest in your own car room. That shit fits. If there's a fifth person in this hospital, please let me know, because I was unaware. Fuyuhiko wasn't there at the time. We ran into Fuyuhiko coming back after gathering everybody to go back to the music venue.
But you're the only one who could have filmed that video in the hospital conference room. Is that also a coincidence?
Accurate. Shouldn't you get some rest already? You should be exhausted from nursing without any sleep, right? And you would say how we used to all call upstairs. You must be mostly exhausted, so it's better if you get to relax in the lobby instead.
At that time, you said you were going to the on-call room, but you actually went to the conference room. That's when you put on a hospital gown that you prepared in advance, put the bag on your head, and began filming. By doing that, you made up a video that showed Ibuki trying to hang herself at the music video. And showed that to me. Furthermore, I saw that video at the hospital lobby. If someone wants to go to the conference room from outside, they have to pass through the lobby.
So it's impossible that someone who wasn't already in the hospital went to the conference room to film.
Not only that, the others in the hospital, Akane and I, were both delirious from the despair disease.
So that must mean...
Please, wait a second. What are you saying? I'm the killer? That's impossible. There's no way I could kill someone.
It's not literally impossible. Can't you give a better defense than that?
Accurate. Everybody's here capable in one way or another. You ain't gotta be the strongest motherfucker. Hell, sometimes you ain't even gotta be the smartest motherfucker. All it takes sometimes is just being lucky.
Just shows she can't even do that.
Hey, you sure this chick is really the killer?
Wrong! It's totally wrong! It's not what you think!
Just like Akane said, it is really hard to tie it all together. I mean, Mikon is the killer?
I mean, there's evidence for it, but she's not doing a good job of defending against it.
I agree. It is truly difficult to believe someone could be killed by such a slow-witted woman.
That slow-witted remark is not necessary.
Called her ass retarded. He called her ass retarded on the low. The slow-witted woman. Well, that slow-witted remark is not necessary. Bet. No, I refuse to believe someone let this retarded bitch kill them.
It's fine. I've been like this for a long time.
Oh, so she already admitted to the fact she was retarded.
In
Cool.
a tournament for social punching bags, I'd easily win first place with my soft reputation. Even I can't deny that. How many times do I have to tell you? It's impossible for me to kill someone. I'm serious. Very serious.
What do you say, Hajime?
Do you still believe this woman is the killer?
Bitch, if you put the fucking crocodile tears away, then she'll cry me a river.
Do you hate me that much, Hajime?
Hey, Hajime!
All y'all can suck my dick. I'm not backing down. Everyone's ganging up on me. Tricks aside, logic aside, is she really capable of doing something like this? Could it be I'm the one making a mistake? No. In fact, it'd be so much easier to say if I was wrong. If I have this much doubt about someone I've spent so much time with...
Can you hold on a minute?
Huh?
Well, I know I'm being intrusive and all, and I mean, I have no place to say this. I missed all of the critical parts, and I doubt I have anything worth saying at an important time like this.
What are you saying?
But still, there's definitely no way I can overlook the killer this time.
Huh?
I thought it was suspicious all along, from the very beginning. Investigating with the suspect in mind creates a different result than investigating with no leads.
Hey, what are you trying to say?
Hang on, now you're about to spit this game for us.
Thanks to that, I was able to discover a truth that nobody else knows.
Are you serious?
What you know, big
I've been
homie?
so focused on everybody else this trial. But I guess now's a good time to say it, right?
You better not have kept quiet on purpose. This isn't a game, you know.
Actually, this is a game.
It's the second
Please
game,
don't say
actually.
such controversial statements.
Well, what do you know, Nagito?
Well, it's nothing big, really. Only a small, decisive clue that points to the killer.
Dang, that's a huge deal!
A decisive clue. Does something like that really exist?
Let's take a look, shall we? Regarding the rope Ibuki was dangling from, this rope was supplied by the supermarket, right? There weren't any ropes inside the music venue.
Again with the supermarket? That place is a hotspot for criminal goods.
If they got it at the supermarket, that means it was brand new, right?
What's wrong with that?
I want you to take a close look at this rope. And keep in mind that it's brand new. Near the middle of the rope, it's frayed, as if it was rubbed strongly. But why is it like this? The loop Ibuki used to hang herself is on one end of the rope, and the part of the rope that hung from the baton lighting is on the other end.
So in that case, one of those two ends was frayed. Different story. So now to ask the question, why is the middle frayed
Hey, you're
then?
taking too long. What's wrong with the rope being frayed?
Nothing. If it was the end wrapped around the baton light or the victim's neck, which is one of those two ends. So why is the middle like that
It
then?
means, well, from what I can infer, I think the rope was used like this. The killer wrapped the rope around Ibuki's neck, pulled both ends at full strength, and strangled her.
Man, nigga, that shit sounds
The
exhausting.
center of the rope is frayed because that's the part they used to strangle Ibuki.
So quick question, if you get strangled like that, which one are you praying for first? Strangulation or the neck snap?
Hold on. I've been listening to you for a while, and it sounds like you knew about this rope clue all along.
Of course he
What
did.
exactly did you say to me during the investigation?
So, this won't be much of a clue. I might as well search another place.
Not everyone cooperates at a class trial. Those who lie and conceal the truth will obviously be here too. Just like this case's killer. I was just copying them a little bit.
Oh, this nigga knocking to
More
code.
importantly, what was all that about the rope? The killer strangled Ibuki. And then?
And then, I finished speaking.
Oh, we gotta fill in the gap from here on out. Oh, this nigga. Hey, yo, Nagito will be one of the coldest teachers. He gonna give you, this nigga gives you enough to give you a new thinking point, and he's like, from there on out, it's all you. Can you figure it out or get left behind?
How is that a decisive clue?
Huh? You didn't notice it? I thought I made the decisive clue very clear.
Nagito's words contain a decisive clue? Is that really true? What we got?
Ibuki didn't die from hanging.
Okay.
She was strangled to death.
That's basically the same thing.
Though
It's not,
hanging and
though,
strangling
right?
seem similar, they're very different. The scars they leave would look different too.
Okay.
Scars? You mean the rope burn, right?
But we believed it was from a hanging. Why would that be?
Did we fall for someone's lie?
The body at the crime scene was hanged, you know. Obviously, we'd assume it was a hanging.
The Monokuma file complicates this too.
It said choking,
Never
right?
specified hanging or strangulation.
No. I'm almost certain it said choking, right? The woman that caused death was crushed windpipe as a result of choking. Yeah, no, it specified that. If you're strangling, you're going to choke because you can't get air. I mean, I don't really know the difference between hanging and strangling. What I do know is, I would say hanging is when you hang, that force is applied, you're applying that force. While strangling is someone else applying that force. So if your cause of death is choking, and we're talking about, like, your windpipe being crushed, I don't know. See, this is where knowledge of like how hanging kills you works, because some people might say, oh, it's the neck snap that kills you, it's the sudden stop of the fall with the noose around your neck that kills you. Other people will say, oh, well, it's you hanging there and your body creating that extra weight. Rope used for hanging. Run that by me. That nigga Nagito was spitting, but I gotta figure out how to use that shit. Rope used for hanging. According to Mikan, there's no doubt that the cause of death was hanging herself. He said, why did we believe that? Because she said it. Wait. Ibuki's true cause of death was strangulation. That fact is decisive proof that will lead to the killer. Is that true?
Ibuki didn't die from hanging.
Uh-huh.
She was strangled to death.
Okay. Makes sense.
That's basically the same thing.
Though hanging and strangling seem similar, they're very different. The scars they leave would look different too.
Okay.
Scars? You mean the rope burn, right?
But we believed it was from a hanging. Why would that be?
Did we fall for someone's lie?
Big time! Oh, stop playing with me! Get the fuck out of here! That white noise is something serious. So I can speak that. Hold count. Let me put y'all game real quick. So he's saying that Ibuki didn't die from hanging; she was strangled. Then he's asking, well, okay, if she died from strangling, from a strangulation, why did we believe it was a hanging? And if you look back at the clue,
Ibuki.
And if you look back at the clue, give me a second. Boom. Where that? Look back at the clue. The rope used for hanging. According to Mikan, there is no doubt that the cause of Ibuki's death was a hanging. Oh, that would save her ass.
Didn't die from hanging. She was strangled.
That's basically the hanging and the scars they leave. Scars.
But we believed it. Why would that be?
Did we fall for someone's lie?
Hell yeah, we did. So essentially, the person who did it said the whole... Oh, you a cold bitch for that.
That's what happened. We've been falling for the killer's lie this whole time.
Oh, you cold, girl. You cold with it. Oh yeah, she definitely played her part. You doing the autopsy, you could say whatever you want and we would be more inclined to believe it because you have more knowledge in that field. Oh, you a cold bitch, Mikan. You cold. Something I want to ask you. There's no doubt that Ibuki's cause of death was being hanged by this rope, right? Yes, she had no external injuries, so there's no doubt she died from hanging herself. I see. So Ibuki died by hanging herself.
You said Ibuki hanged herself, but that was a complete lie, wasn't it, Mikan?
Oh, you about that life?
Well...
You told us the wrong cause of death. You lied, didn't you?
That.
You should have been able to tell the difference between hanging and strangling just by looking. You, Mikan, the ultimate nurse.
Please wait! First of all, I'm not a coroner, so I don't have the medical knowledge to identify injuries like that.
That works against you. You say you're not a coroner, but when this investigation started, what's the first thing you did? You said you're gonna go do the autopsy again. So if you know for a fact that your knowledge for doing coroner work is not that good, why would you sign up for autopsy? Why would you sign up for autopsy duty? That's to save your own ass, is it not? Would it not be? Am I wrong? Am I BSing?
That's why it's not my fault if I made a mistake.
It is, because you put yourself in that position. You put yourself in that position. You say your knowledge for coroner work is off, so you wouldn't have known, but you immediately signed up to it. That was one of your first lines. You were like, I'm gonna go ahead and pop this up. I'm gonna go ahead and do the autopsy.
You were right. And you have been a great help to us so far.
But even a drunk medical student can notice the difference between a hanging and strangulation.
I'm not taking her side or anything, but being clumsy and unskilled in this area could lead to a mistake.
Facts. But you're the ultimate nurse. So even that far, so even on top of that, being clumsy in that situation, you can't make that cut. You can't use that as an excuse. Hope Peak scouted you out because you were the best at what you did in this field.
He's totally right. I'm such a clumsy mess, and I got so careless.
Mikon nursed me till I got better. There's no way I'm gonna doubt her.
Don't you think her devotion to nursing is what helped her draw Ibuki to her death?
Huh?
And if not, her symptoms were still very serious and caused her to believe what anybody told her.
Facts.
It wouldn't surprise me if she willingly followed Mikon because she was nursing her.
So Mikon volunteered to nurse us? Cause she was planning to do this all along?
That's a little... Aren't you like the thief who suspects everyone else of being thieves?
I'm not a criminal. Mikon is. I
Facts.
mean, she's a killer, you know.
You've got it all wrong. Please forgive me.
I'm sorry, but there's no way I can forgive you.
Oh,
I
shit.
just can't forgive this crime at all.
Oh, hang on. Now you tell you good, Chief?
Forgiveness or not, we still have not decided if Mikon is the killer.
I see. You guys are kind. Well, if that's the choice everyone makes, then the only thing I can do is back off, I guess. But is that really okay? Is that everyone's hope?
You're friggin' annoying! If you keep talking, I'm seriously gonna beat you up!
But I'm really not the killer. There's no way. I'm capable of killing someone.
Is that really true?
Stop it already! That's enough!
I can't stop!
Can't stop, won't stop, baby. Can't stop the A-train, baby.
I don't want to do this either! Of course I don't want to do this! But I need to do this!
You doubt your friends?
That's not it! I suspect them because I want to believe them!
What the hell does that mean?
I don't think belief and doubt are necessarily opposites.
Huh?
I do doubt her, but I still want to believe her. Belief lies at the heart of that conflict. 'Cause if there's no room for doubt, then there's no reason to believe, is there?
Don't say deep stuff. I don't really get it.
If you want to believe in someone, you need to overcome doubt first. Belief without doubt is simply a lie.
So I think what she's basically saying is, in order to believe someone, they have to alleviate that doubt you have of them first. You know what I mean? Don't nobody just jump and believe in people. Even some of your closest homies. If it sounds like some shit that your niggas will do, you probably gonna doubt. You know, you probably gonna be like, damn, you probably did that shit, Chief. Until they show you a shadow of a doubt, they didn't do it. You know what I mean?
Fine. Do whatever you want. I won't stop you anymore.
Huh? Is that all you can say?
Excuse me? What the fuck?
Ah, so in the end, you're all just a bunch of bullies, huh?
I'm sorry, excuse me?
Justifying your actions with fancy words. Making excuses for why it's not really your fault. Everyone always treats me like that. Always. It's all her fault. She's the one with the problem. I'm done with that. You hear me? I'm done!
Hey, Mikon.
Oh, this bitch crazy. I'm glad I ain't stick my dick in it.
It's not fair. It's not fair. 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 Why won't you forgive me? If you did something wrong, you'd forgive yourself right away. What did I do? Why won't anybody forgive me?
Is acting acting like this your strategy now? Wow, this is annoying. Plus, to be honest, I've run out of ideas. How can we get you to admit it? That's the issue.
If we don't have any clues, why don't we have her give us some? I'm the same as Hajime. I don't want to doubt any of my friends. But still, the truth is one of us murdered 2 of our friends. That's why we gotta stick with this until the very end, so we can finally break these chains of despair. Mikan, can I ask you one last thing? If you're not the killer, then who fabricated that video Hajime watched?
Like I said, it obviously wasn't me.
Can you prove it?
Prove it? Wait. Do you have any proof that I'm the one who fabricated that video?
Healthy guy who saw the video who ran out the hospital. 2 sick people who were in the fucking bed. 1 was even in a critical condition. Which, being honest at this point, the fact that you say this nigga is in a critical condition now makes me wonder if you was lying about that shit. Yeah, no, it kind of looks like you, Chief. There was 4 niggas in that building, there's 4 niggas in that building. 1 seen this horrifying video and left to try to stop it. That leaves 3. 2 of those motherfuckers were sick, that leaves 1. You're the last one standing.
That's right! Show me your proof! Because you're just assuming the video was filmed at the conference room. Treating me like a killer based on an assumption. Just because I was at the hospital. That's totally crazy! I didn't do anything wrong! Why does everybody always hate me? Please, just forgive me already!
Is this broad really okay? She's emotionally unstable.
Hiko, I'm gonna have to agree with you on that one, Chief.
I'm not the killer! I never filmed that video!
It seems she finally started arguing for us.
Great, because I can't stand a bitch always wanting a pity party.
But the only one who can find the hole in her argument is you, Hajime. So, I'm going to leave this to you once again.
Shaki, you did this shit on purpose. You did this shit because you heard that this bitch rolled up in my bed when I was asleep, and you thought the worst. That's why you did this. Can it be? Was this Kiyaki's goal all along? She's saying everyone's fate depends on me. The only person who saw that video.
You get to decide I'm the killer. Where's your proof?
Where's your proof you ain't do it?
Forgive me already!
Fuck that forgive plot, bitch. I'm on your ass. I need to make up my mind. I'm the one who has to do it. I'm the one who's gonna finish this. Let's go. Try to put this crazy bitch in her fucking place. You know what I forgot I could do?
I'm not the killer!
Uh-huh.
We can't think of anybody else other than you
Facts.
who could have filmed that video.
Big facts.
Do you have any proof? Is the hemp bag on her head the proof? Is the hospital gown she was wearing suspicious? Or could it be the hospital slippers she had on?
Ibuki and Mikan clearly have different body types.
Is that really your proof? You could tell her body type under the hospital gown? Just from that video? Just from that camera angle?
How do you know the
Just from
camera
that
angle?
dim candlelight? There's no way
How
to
do
be
you-
able to make so please
Hajime, pay close attention. You're the
How do
only
you know
one who
this?
can point out the killer's mistake.
Do you know what the camera angle was? How the fuck do you know what the camera angle was? Oh shit. Damn, self-snitching at its finest, holy shit. Don't flinch, don't hesitate, don't run away. I'm the only one who saw that video. Who else is gonna do it if I don't?
I'm not the killer!
We can't think of anybody who could have filmed that.
Oh, do you have any proof? Is the hemp bag on her head the proof? Is the hospital gown she was wearing suspicious? Or could it be the hospital slippers she had on?
Ibuki and Mikan clearly have different body types.
Is that really your proof? You could tell her body type under the hospital gown? Just from that video?
Hang on. I just want to make sure I got my shit.
Just from that. Hajime, pay close attention and listen. You're the only one who can point out the killer's mistake.
No, it's this. It's this. Her mistake was... I get it. I'm on your ass. Bad.
We can't think of anybody who could have filmed that.
Huh? Is the handbag on? Is the hospital gown? Or could it be the hospital?
Ibuki and Mikan.
Is that really? You could tell her body type under the... Just from that camera angle?
You know you're fucked up, right? Your mistake. How the fuck do you know what the camera angle was?
Mikan, you've committed a major mistake.
Mistake?
I'm on your ass, you crazy
As
bitch.
I said before many times, I'm the only one who saw that video.
Preach on it.
What's wrong with that?
How the fuck do you know the camera angle?
Never said anything about the camera angle.
Get her fucking ass.
So how can you say anything about the camera angle as if you saw that video yourself?
Big facts. Oh man, self-snitching at its finest, ladies and gentlemen. This is when not knowing. This right here is the example of not knowing when to shut the fuck up.
The only reason Mikan knew the camera angle Hajime had seen
Because she set that shit up herself.
is because you're the person who actually filmed that video. Is that right?
This is your just reward. The more desperately you argue, the deeper you dig yourself into a hole. You
Big
lied,
facts.
didn't you?
Damn. You lied about not setting up the camera angle. You lied about the fucking autopsy. Damn. And you trusted her. That's fucking crazy, Akane.
You serious? Is it true, Mikan? Did you kill Hiyoko and Ibuki?
Forgive me!
Damn, at the very least, take your L with some form of fucking pride. Shit.
Huh?
You know, when I said with some pride, I didn't think you were gonna revert back to crazy, bitch.
I was wrong. No, that's not it at all.
That's not it?
I mean, it's impossible. You know
Impossible?
that hemp bag Ibuki was wearing when she died? Try remembering the tote bag instead. Ding! I totally remember now.
What the heck's wrong with her? She's getting weirder by the minute.
Bitches be crazy, Kazuichi. Bitches be
That tote
crazy.
bag. Isn't it the same one that girl was wearing in the video?
How do you know what she was wearing
How
in
do
the video?
you know so much about that video?
Accurate.
Who cares about that?
We the people.
More importantly, did you know that bag is a limited item that was sold at the movie theater? Hajime saw it too, didn't you? You remember the Usami decal on it, right? Whoopsie! Don't worry about it. I remember even if you don't. Ta-da! There's no mistake that tote bag is a limited item.
Y'all know I'm about to get in her ass on that one too, right?
So don't you think it's impossible? Using one tote bag in both the conference room and the music venue at the same time? It's blatantly obvious that that's impossible. Don't you think? That's why that video isn't fabricated, and I'm not the killer. So you'll forgive me, right?
You can get forgiveness from me when when they find my body, when they find my dead body on this fucking island.
Stubbornness this far. Such despair.
I'm with you, Nakita.
And you're gonna forgive me? I won't stop until you forgive me!
You could die without my forgiveness. Long time no see. Well, not really. It's time for the third Panda Talk action. This is probably going to be my last job during the class trial. Please humor me while I tink your ears one last time. Starting from this PTA, the reload and ammo features will be added. You'll no longer be able to make do with just the X button. Below the turbo meter is Load the tempo mirror in the lower load the tempo maker in the lower portion of the screen. A number of bullets is displayed. From this point on, you will need 1 bullet to destroy all remark. When you're out of bullets, you will be able to destroy the remarks. No matter how much you mash the X button, you'll be able to refresh your bullets by pressing the square button to reload. To unlock your normal, press the square button in time with the tempo maker. I don't know why I call it a marker. It's I can't read for shit. The controls are the same as the X button. What the fuck? The number of bullets refreshed is based on how well you keep with the tempo. If you get the timing wrong and press the square button, bullets will not be refreshed, so please be careful. Also, your ammo will be completely refreshed and will not run out during fever time. If your difficulty is set to gentle, you do not need to reload. I ain't no bitch, so late set to gentle. Let's go. This should be the last explanation for the class trials. The rest is up to you to overcome. You should be able to find it. You should be able to find it beyond this point what you and I both yearn for. True despair. Well then, good luck and have fun.
Explaining it until you forgive me! That bag is a limited item! That's why that crime is impossible for anyone to pull off.
This chick, has she lost it for good?
Will you forgive me? You'll forgive me, right? Isn't that right? You're obviously gonna forgive me, right?
I will die before I forgive you for this one. This way, we're not getting anywhere. I gotta do something to end this. I gotta do something so I can make her admit it. There we go. Are you kidding me? I'm hitting these. What the fuck?
There's only one bag. It's impossible to use it in 2
It's theater bonus
is
prize,
the
isn't
end.
it? Well, fuck it. Took me 3 attempts, but at least I got it.
Kuma mentioned this earlier.
When you buy 1 bag, you get another for free. If you come and practice to bait customers with bonus prizes.
Whoever bought that bag should have received another one as a bonus prize. Which means it's not impossible to use that bag in 2 separate places. So please, just stop making desperate excuses.
Why? Why can't you forgive me? Why?
It seems her desperate struggle is finally coming to an end.
Why does everybody always hate me? You should just forgive me already!
This is probably why they hate you right here. Screaming that people should forgive you instead of just allowing them to take their time to forgive you. It doesn't exactly make you want to be forgiven.
It's already over. After I go over your crime from the beginning and show that you have no arguments left, please just admit it already. In the end, at least let me believe in you.
Fuck belief. Fuck. At least go down with some form of dignity. Let's go. Stock 1. What we got? What are you spreading? Glue. Alright. What I saw on the monitor. As of here, what did the killer do after the broadcast? Well, it's clearly not there, so it's... let's see. Turning on this... Wait, hang on. What's this? So, that's what I saw on the monitor. What did the killer do after the broadcast? Hang on. The body was hidden before. We can't do that yet. Swamp clues and kills up behind. Go back to normal after destroying it. How was the locked room created? Put some glue on that bitch. Okay. Wow. Okay, this is limiting. Put it back to normal after destroying it. We don't have that. Small clue the killer left. My hand is about to go after this one. The body was here before. It has to be this one. Leaving him back door. No, Monami's tote bag. What did the killer do after the broadcast? Alright. Oh, this is the last one? Okay, easiest one. The body was hidden before. No, that happened afterwards, right? Hiyoko was taped to the pillar. No. The video of the broadcasted hanging. Well, the body was hidden before. Hiyoko was taped to the pillar. The killer ripped off the venue wallpaper. Alright. Put it back after destroying it. Alright, what's left in the surveillance camera?
Here's everything that happened in this case.
Boom.
The key to this incident is the surveillance camera video that only I saw. That's why I'm going to start with that to unravel the knots of this crime. When I went to the hospital with Mikon this morning, I noticed a specific thing in the lobby. The incoming signal light on the surveillance monitor was blinking ahead of the scheduled time. When I switched on the monitor, what appeared on screen was a person wearing a hospital gown and a bag on their head about to hang themselves right at that moment. That surveillance camera unit was designed for two-way communication with the hospital and the music video. That's why I thought the signal originated from the music video, so I immediately headed over there. But that was the killer's trap. In truth, that video was recorded in a different place. The killer brought the music venue camera the night before and made their preparations in advance. And then, they filmed that video in the hospital conference room. By doing so, they tried to make me think the incident was happening in real time, when in fact, the crime had already been committed by that point. The person in the footage wearing the bag was actually the killer acting as a fake. I didn't know that, so I went to the music venue and found the hanged body wearing a bag on its head. Seeing the body before me, I panicked and rushed out of there to get the rest of you guys. But that was also part of the killer's trap. After cleaning the conference room, the killer was likely watching the music venue from outside. And, as if they were switching places with me, they went inside the music venue and began working on their last trick. First, the killer peeled off the wallpaper covering one of the stage pillars, revealing Hyoko's body. When I first arrived and saw the hanged body, I didn't notice anything strange about that pillar. I didn't expect it to be slightly larger from the wallpaper, or have Hyoko's body hidden inside. Next, the killer destroyed the surveillance camera that was used in the conference room. After destroying it, they mixed it with what was left of the surveillance monitor found at the crime scene. The surveillance camera the killer used was originally brought from the music venue, but when they brought it, they made sure to destroy its monitor beforehand. They wanted to hide the fact that the camera wasn't at the crime scene. In the end, the killer transformed the crime scene into a closed room. They broke one of the drumsticks from the storage room and placed it near the music venue's entrance. However, they did this to mislead us into believing that the music venue was locked from the inside. In actuality, the reason the music venue became a closed room was because of the glue. The killer sealed the door with glue and intentionally created a closed room that could be forced open. With that, the killer finished tampering with the crime scene and met up with Fuyuhiko and them. They helped us force open the music venue door, despite the fact that they personally sealed it. And they made us discover not just Ibuki's body, but Hyoko's suddenly present body as well. At the time, they pretended to be surprised, but inside, they were probably relieved that their plan worked out. Isn't that right, Mikon? This crime was orchestrated by you, wasn't it?
Complete. Oh, this bitch crazy.
Whoa! Now she's laughing?
I mean, we made it clear this bitch was crazy at this point.
It's been such a long time. This feeling, I know it well. Like the floor is collapsing, like the sky is falling down upon you. This feeling of despair!
Mikon, you... What has happened to you?
Whoa there! Before that, a moment of your time.
What's up? Well, I'm gonna be honest with you here. I wouldn't be surprised if this shit is, my score ain't all that good. Hey, it'll be. Fuck it. passing.
It seems your arguments have reached a conclusion, so let's proceed to our regularly scheduled voting time. Now then, please pull the lever in front of you and cast your vote. Who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? Let's go!
All right.
Well now.
Now then, though it may be obvious at this
Correct.
point, you got it right once again. That's like 3 in a row. That's right. The true identity of the horrified black kid who killed 2 girls was Mikon Tsuiki.
Damn it.
You gotta be shitting me. Are you saying Mikon's the one who nursed us back to health? Was the one that killed
I won't forgive you.
You took around with me, Mikon. Did you lie to all of us all along? Were you planning to kill them from the start while you were nursing them?
Hey!
Don't just laugh. Say something. This is going nowhere.
What's going on?
This chick.
Hey.
This is nothing like Pekka. She's actually gone mental.
That's obvious.
There's nothing we could do. She's no longer the same person. She's no longer the Mikon Tsuiki we knew.
Hey,
Based on my predictions, she might have caught it too. She probably had the despair disease, which was the motive for this case.
What?
Mikon too, you say? I know, because I was looking at Mikon for so long. She was the one taking care of me after all. My consciousness kept drifting, drifting. But even so, when I did catch a glimpse of her, her expression was full of despair. A despair so devoid of hope that not even a single fragment of it remained. Hold on. Did you say Mikon also had the despair disease? That means she was... Huh? Hajime, has something crossed your mind? Her body's heavy. No, not just heavy. It's somewhat soft and really hot. That's right. Mikon felt really hot at the time. Now that I think about it, it must have been a high fever, just like what Ibuki and Akane
It
had.
cannot be.
And because of the disease, Mikon
perhaps.
the symptoms she surely felt must have been deserving of the name despair disease. Losing all hope and harboring despair for all hope. Because of the despair disease, she was likely overcome with despair. That's the reason why she can still laugh at such a hopeless situation. This bitch crazy.
Jeez.
Which means the Mikon standing before us is no longer the ultimate nurse. She's a completely different person now that she's infected by the despair
Isn't
disease.
that right?
She's a human who deserves to be called the ultimate despair. Ultimate despair? That's the reason I cannot forgive this. I mean, killing someone for the sake of despair instead of for the sake of hope.
Possible.
There's no way I can forgive them. For the sake of despair? That's completely wrong. Wrong? What's
What
wrong?
I did was for the sake of my beloved.
Huh?
Who are you talking about? If only they were still alive, they'd be so happy. I know.
My beloved was the only one. That's right. The only one who never hated me. They forgave my existence. They forgave me and accepted me. They gave me value. They loved me. I loved them with all my heart, and they returned it in full. This is my reciprocation.
I understand that I've done something unforgivable, but you know, to transcend all of that is
It's
truly...
love.
what love is all about. I don't understand. What are you saying? You don't understand? Is it because you don't have anyone to love? Is it because you're also someone who isn't accepted by anyone? What a pity. I feel sorry for you.
Well,
Even if I say this, I'm sure nobody here will understand, but love is a wonderful thing. This feeling of freedom when you no longer care about anything. My beloved or I are the only ones within that thin veil, and I'm just looking out through it. That's why, as long as I'm on the inside, no matter how much they tease me, splash me with water, kick me,
how amazing.
it's like nothing matters. I could just die. That's how little it matters. Who cares about hope or despair? It's love. Only love. Nagito, is this really the despair disease we're talking about?
This is...
It seems that I was wrong. Not only was she affected by despair. You were half right. It's right to say that this is all thanks to that disease. Because thanks to that disease, I was able to remember my beloved. Remember? Apparently, that's what my symptom was. What a wonderful symptom. Which means you had the remembering disease. But if this means she remembered something and ended up like this,
Despair.
are you saying you were like this from the start? Are you like this before you even came to this island? Don't get so angry. Well, first of all, the reason I became like this wasn't my fault. It was all of your fault, you know? Because it's not like I'm entirely responsible for turning out like this. I'm the person I am today because of many human relationships. So it's everyone's fault I turned out like this, you see? Even so, the girl in me was most strongly influenced by my beloved's existence. And it was also my beloved who created the me that everyone can't forgive. And my beloved still forgives me and still accepts me. This is the key difference between all of you and my
Don't
beloved.
fuck with me!
Like I said, who the fuck are you talking about? Are you saying this is Mikan? She's the real Mikan? Mikan, please answer me. Did you really remember? You ended up like this all because you remembered? There's no way I can believe that. There's no way the person you are right now is the real Mikan. Well, you still doubt me? And to prove I remember, I'll tell you all something nice. It's about the World Ender organization that you all were worrying about.
You serious?
You know? Not now. I just remember, that's all. I know about it all along. A horrifying organization known as World Ender is also the organization known as the Future Foundation. Future Foundation. Future. That's right. The symbol on that ancient ruined door. That's right. It was the Japanese word for future.
Hey,
Just what is the Future Foundation? What are they planning? As the name suggests, the organization is the World Ender. The Future Foundation is trying to end our world. To put it simply, they're trying to clean the world for themselves. What the heck? This isn't a comic book, you know. As part of their plan to end the world, the Future Foundation brought us to this island. Isn't that right, Monami? Huh?
You...
I knew it! Monami and Monokuma are both members of that crazy organization, aren't they? Monami and I aren't members.
I am Monokuma!
I am Monokuma! My existence is entirely my own!
hey,
Don't laugh. Hey, Mikan, if you really do remember, you already know, right? You know the true identity of the traitor hiding among us? Of course I know that. Let's see. The Future Foundation is lucky that's hiding amongst all of you is. Oh well, no one really cares about that. Don't you
of
think?
course not!
Oh, hell no! We'll find out eventually, so there's no need to be impatient. Probably when the countdown ends. Countdown? You even know about that? I don't know anything. Huh? I have a feeling that's what it is. But who cares about that, you know? I'm drowning in so much love from the bottom of my heart. I don't care about anyone or
That
anything.
is...
Recon, is this really you? I won't believe it. There's no way I can believe it. You were like this all along? If that's true, then who's the person we've been spending time with up until now? The past. Past. The person, that person, she didn't exist in the beginning. She was just my past self who was lost for school memories. You guys consider that thing a friend? It doesn't make me happy at all. It just fills me with despair. You guys accepted my past self, but not my present self. Well, that applies to you all as well. Memories of people, memories of events, whatever memory it is. Losing memories are like losing your personal identity. Memory is the most important component in building a person, don't you think? Losing our memories makes us shadows of the past, don't you think? I don't know what you're trying to say, but in the end, it always leads back to that story about our stolen school lives.
Hey!
So it was true all along. Our memories were taken away. If it wasn't true, we wouldn't be suffering this much. Well, why don't you take your sweet time and remember your own at your own pace? Oh, Monokuma. So don't wait to restart
Yes,
now.
indeed.
Punishment time? Damn it. Why? Mikon, why does it have to end like this? This is too pointless. This is too much.
Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment.
So it's over. It's really... Now I can go to my beloved, who always forgives me. I can finally see them. Please forgive me, the one who's going to die with the hope of finally seeing you.
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
I swear to God, these just get weirder and weirder as we go on. It's finished. Is it really finished? The killer who killed Ibuki Miyota and Hyoko Saionji was Mikon Tsumiki, and she's been executed. She apparently committed her crime because she was afflicted by the despair disease. So what? What's finished? Nobody wanted it to end this way.
Let me ask.
Who was that Mikon from earlier? Was that her true form, or is that itself a symptom of the despair disease? It doesn't matter either way. If she ended up like that just from remembering, and all along, Mikon was never worth being a symbol of hope. Even if her words were influenced by the despair disease, if the disease turned her into that, she lost herself to a simple disease. She was definitely unworthy of being a symbol of hope.
Isn't that right?
So, let's just move on. Come on, let's all taste this despair and change it into hope.
Please wait!
That is impossible. I mean, I thought we were all friends this whole time, but even so. Her house of cards collapsing in an instant. In the end, our friend we thought we knew ended up showing us a completely different side of herself. Then she vanished from our sights, leaving behind only her malice towards us. And now, there's no way we could just move on or try to have a clear-cut attitude about these feelings. It's clearly impossible.
Damn it!
It would have been so much easier if she was the traitor too.
Wrong.
Too bad. That's not the case. Mikon was not the traitor.
Come on.
The traitor is still alive. As proof, see how fine Monami looks right now. I'm not fine at all. But if the traitor died, you would be this calm, right? I mean, you're both pawns of Future Foundation, so you guys are like two hearts beating as one, right?
You fiend.
What does that make you, Fiend? You did say that you're different than Monami. Who cares about what I am? More importantly, I'm tired. The drama keeps going. The drama just keeps going and going. I didn't even have time to eat my black bean right eye. Wait, what? My black bean right eye during the break. Wait, what? Black bean right eye? That sounds, I don't even know. Your right eye is made out of black beans. Wait, now's not time to focus on that. What are you trying to say? You know, isn't it said that life has its ups and downs? It's fun because downs come after ups. But if life was full of downs, wouldn't it get boring? So in order to help you guys feel better, I prepared a special event. Special event? Head over to the first night of the speech. An old friend will be waiting there. Old friend? Huh? Could it be Nekomaru?
Hey!
Is it? It is, isn't it? Nekomaru was safe after all? Safe? How should I say this? I knew it. I knew that crazy bastard Nekomaru would come back to us in one piece. Awesome. We're starting to see the lights of hope. The light of hope? I am happy Nekomaru's returning to us, but
So just as I thought.
3 of our friends just died, so honestly, I cannot be happy. Miss Sonia. However, even so, I am still happy. If Nekomaru is safe, I'm truly happy. If you are happy, you should honestly greet him with open arms. Perhaps those who have been taken from us would do the same if they still lived. Hey, Supreme Overlord, who gives a shit? That line doesn't suit you at all. Silence. I'll crush you with the dust. Ibuki, Hiyoko, Mikon, can you hear us? If you're unhappy, I apologize. However, please forgive me right now. I want to warmly welcome Nekomaru when he returns to us. You don't have to worry, Sonia. I'm sure your feelings are reaching. Right? Let's go greet Nekomaru. Let's make it grand, even for those who have died. Huh? What the heck? Do I still have the after effects of the disease? I don't get this at all.
Alright!
Alrighty then, let's go. Yeah, you're right. Nekomaru's coming back. When we heard that, we were unable to contain our excitement as we jumped into the elevator.
Uh-oh.
Man, they just ran off without listening to what I had to say.
Unbelievable.
Jeez, they're so impatient. Didn't they learn to stick around until others have finished talking? What does that mean? You're plotting something again, aren't you?
No way!
I'm not plotting anything. I was just trying to properly explain everything to him, including Nekomaru's body. Huh? Nekomaru's body? It's their fault for not sticking around until I finish talking. So if something happens because of that, I bear no responsibility. What did you do to Nekomaru?
What's this?
What did I do? I just saved him, that's all. I mean, if I didn't do that, there'd be no way I could save someone who was that close to death. So, it could have been helped. I mean, hey, not wrong. As soon as we exited the elevator, we started running. Hurry, to the beach or the first island. Alright, let's haul ass. Even though our minds were completely exhausted, strangely enough, our bodies felt light. Not stopping for anything, we kept We kept right on running towards the beach on the first island. Where in the world is Nekomaru?
Hey!
Hey, Nekomaru! Show yourself! We have come to pick you up. Please hurry up and come out of hiding. We raised our voices. We looked around the area. We raised our voices again. And we looked around the area again. So on and so forth, we kept looking for him.
Hey,
But
hey!
what the hell, man? There's nowhere to be
Damn
found.
it!
Could it be? Can we get false info from Monokuma again? And that's what had happened. We heard a familiar voice echo throughout the beach. What happened? Oh.
Were y'all looking for me?
Oh, let me not step on your shoes.
Could it be?
That voice. With high hopes in our heart, we turned in the direction of the voice, and then we saw something truly unbelievable.
Huh? What the?
Yo! I've kept you waiting. Hey, what's going on? Perhaps you don't remember my face since we haven't seen each other in a while. That's pretty sad, you know? That's too much!
Who are you?
Huh? You too? What's going on? If you're messing with me, I'll stop doing it to you.
Nekomaru? Haven't you noticed it yourself?
What do you mean, noticed? Oh, you mean this body? This is nothing! The name's Nekomaru Nidai! I've been reborn in the rivers of hell!
Chapter 3, Trapped by the Ocean Sent, the end. Nine students remain.
Danganronpa.
Obtain a present. You obtain a present. The nurse's apron. Alright, so I'm going to end this episode right here. This video is damn near 2 hours long. It could easily be one of the longest videos on the channel that wasn't a live stream. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Danganronpa 2, Goodbye Despair. If you did, why don't you go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe, all that goodness. And when we come back, we got to deal with the fact that Nekomaru's changed a bit. So yeah, with that being said, this is Charity Play signing out saying peace, and I will catch everyone in the next episode.